Maddie ran up on him like a maniac, threw her arms around his legs, and tried to lift him. Whoa, 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 the doctor hooted. Maddie, both Uncle Tony and Mom Lee barked, clearly embarrassed. And me, well, I actually thought it was kind of awesome. I mean, think about it. Here we are, sad about what happened to Mom Lee and what could have happened to Maddie, and somehow, thanks to me, we got from there to watching Maddie try to lift the doctor up off the floor. I got it. I can do it, she growled, yanking at the doctor's legs, his pants lifting enough to see his yellow dress socks. The doctor looked at me. I looked at him. He smiled and then raised slowly up to his tiptoes, just enough. What? How did you? Dr. Lancaster gasped. Maddie let him go, stood back up, breathing heavily and nodding like some kind of warrior. I told you, she said to the doctor, then turned to the rest of us. Told y'all. Lord have mercy, Mom Lee muttered under her breath, shaking her head slightly. If only Ma had heard her. What would have gone into a whole Sunday service right here in the hospital? Okay, Maddie, that's enough. You've proven your point. But she hadn't. It was like she had a roid rage. That's what it's called when you take steroids and get all jacked up and then start flipping out, right? Roid rage. It was like she had that. Because you wouldn't believe what she did next. She came back over to where me and Uncle Tony were sitting, and I thought she finally was gonna hop up on my lap, but instead she turned towards Mom Lee and grabbed the bed frame. I can lift up this whole bed with Mom Lee on it. No, everyone shouted. And I sprang from my seat and grabbed Maddie before she could even try. Not that she would have been able to lift it, but still, anything's possible. And then one broken arm is two broken arms and a broken back. But thankfully, nothing, at least nothing like that, happened. What did happen was Dr. Lancaster finally explained to Uncle Tony and Mom Lee, that Mom Lee would have to have surgery to set up and pin the bone. And when is the surgery? Uncle Tony asked. Well, we wanted to do it today, but like I said, we have to monitor the concussion. So we'll need to do it tomorrow morning. We stayed at the hospital for a few more hours until finally Mom Lee basically forced us to leave, saying we didn't have to go back to school, but that I could not miss track practice. I was surprised. Maybe she knew that I wouldn't have been able to focus in class, probably resulting in me getting in trouble for finally letting one of them fake hair flippers have it. Or maybe she knew I needed practice. I needed to run. And I did. Even though, because yesterday's practice had been rained out, this would be the last practice before the meet on Saturday. I was fully prepared for the hardest practice ever.